Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Wanton. And this is a new romance fantasy thriller, according to IMDb, focusing on this writer played by Brendon, who probably most people know from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he's married to Jackie Moore's character, and they go off to this secluded cabin to have a weekend alone, and then what happens? She ropes in his friend, and they wind up having a double date weekend there. His friend, played by Phillip Botello, and then who brings his significant other, played by Shoshana, who plays Pia, this mysterious woman who, honestly, her whole entire character feels like she's just like running philosophy ideas and really in a really pretentious and obnoxious and strange way that's not really accessible throughout the whole entire film, and you're just sitting there like, what is the point of this character? But besides to like try to lure our main character Douglas away from the life that he has right now. And, you know, Douglas is really paranoid. He starts thinking that his friend Dan is having an affair with his wife Veronica, and it just turns into a really awkward and really tense and uncomfortable weekend of, you know, Douglas trying to really come on to Pia. There's some really uncomfortable scenes throughout the film where he tries to materialize this obsession that he begins to develop for her. You have these really uncomfortable, awkward, and intense scenes of people confronting each other about things or walking in on really uncomfortable things. And, you know, in general, the writer-director Joston Theney is able to create a discomfort, an awkwardness, some tension. So I feel like those are the things that work most, just from like a feeling perspective watching the film. But the thing is, you never really feel connected to any of these characters. Like, you have Douglas, who honestly is really unlikable, and it's just like, I never care about him. And it's just like, just from like a human perspective, like, yeah, I don't want him to get cheated on by his best friend, but like, you have Dan, his best friend, who is such an annoying and obnoxious and unlikable character to the point where it's like I almost wanted to turn the movie off every time he was on screen. He's so poorly written and just so full of cliches. And that's the thing, these characters all feel either like there's some kind of just like cliche with like Veronica and Dan, the wife and the friend, or they're written in such an obnoxious, over-the-top and strange way like Douglas and Pia that it's just like, I don't even understand what's going on. And you have Brendon, who's going like turning things up to like 20 at points during his performance, and it really took me out of the film because I just felt like it was complete, like, the director's like, hey, act intense or act frustrated, and instead it's just like, I'm gonna act as obnoxious and over the top as possible because that's what these emotions evoke, right? And it really took me out of the film a lot, and even up to the very end where it gets strange with like visions and stuff like that, and what's real and not anymore at this point, it just feels so obnoxious and inaccessible that by the end, not only did I not care about the characters for most of the film, by the end, I'm just like, I don't even know what this film's trying to say anymore. And it doesn't feel like it trying to say anything productive or meaningful about life and relationships and human interaction. So I felt like by the end, all that potentially interesting discomfort and tension that's building throughout the film that the director's utilizing just kind of throws it all away with the script and this obnoxious and strange and awkward and just out there dialogue trying to do whatever it's trying to do. So in the end, I feel like this film just spirals out of control in its last moments, and even before then, I questioned, like, what was the point of all this? Because it isn't like Douglas is realizing he's getting out of a relationship that he's not happy about because, like, it's so self-destructive and out there and unmeaningful, and he's so unlikable that you're just like, I don't care. So in the end, I don't know what you're supposed to get out of this film. I don't feel like I got anything out of this film, except for a couple of moments where I felt like there's some strong tension and some strong filmmaking built around complete nonsense. So, in the end, probably wouldn't recommend this one. But those are my thoughts on Wanton 1. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.